The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new database. So this is looking at activity 2, setting up the tables, new blank database, give the database a name. We're going to call it Issues 2015, and then just decide where you're going to save the database. It's going to save mine into here. Okay, and then click on Create. Now the first thing you need to do is to import, so just close down the default table and you're going to go to External Data and you're going to import the text files that are given to you by the exam board. So we're just going to use 2 that I've created now to practice with. So we go to Example Work, no we don't, go to A to Applied, Junior Unit 7. First I'm going to import the student mock, import into a new table, OK. And then I'm going to click on Delimited, make sure Delimited Next. First row contains field names, very important. Click on Next. Now I'm going to select the actual data type of the fields. I'm going to do it here because when I'm making the tables from these, it means everything will have the same data type. So date time, if it's text, it'll just be text. Issue ID, we can see this is a number. We're going to make it, so if you make long integer, it just means a bigger number can be stored, so you're always, obviously integer is whole numbers. Number of subjects, even though it's got a decimal in here, we're just going to say a long integer because we just want the, obviously, number of subjects. We're not going to have half a subject. So we go on to the level. If it's a mixture of numbers and text, it's always going to be text, so just that's the default, that's fine. Student ID, long integer. Then we've got, if we've got a lot of text, it needs to be a memo, because text will only have 255 characters maximum in the field, so we need it to be memo. Then date issue raised, if it's a date, will always be date. Click on date, time, student last name, area of issue, text description, that's going to be memo again. And then we have, this is closed, is actually yes, no. The 0 is a no, and the close, oh, I think actually 1 is yes and 0 is no. So the type, data type is yes, no for closed. Tutor username, we've got another text. Tutor first name, also text. Then we've got tutor room, that's also text. Everything else is text, so I can just say next. No primary key, very important again. Next, and then finish. Now I need to import the teacher table, and it's exactly the same process. So I'm going to External Data, Text File, browse for my teacher mock, and I'm going to, again, a new table, making sure it's delimited. First row contains field names, next. Then I've got my issue ID is going to be integer. I could just choose normal integer because it's only a small, but if I do, there's no harm if I choose long integer, so I'll just choose that anyway. Just means it can go up to a higher number. Text, 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 so nice and easy for the teacher table. And then go on to next. No primary key, exactly the same, next, and then finish. So now I'm going to create, there's 4 tables I need to create for this scenario.